One of the songs that 50 did around the time of the first album was Magic Stick.
Which one?
Magic Stick.
Yeah.
Magic Stick was a Lil Kim song featuring 50 Cent. But 50's all over the chorus and everything else like that. Ends up being the biggest song of that time for Kim.
Right.
He does the song, but he wouldn't do the music video.
Right.
Which kind of makes sense because at the time he's on Interscope Shady Aftermath and they don't want to, allow him to jump on other people's songs and dilute, everyone buying his album.
Mm-hmm.
So Lil Kim felt some type of way about that. She was upset that he wouldn't do the video. And I remember they were at Hot 97 and they were all freestyling. And 50 Cent basically disses Lil Kim, says, I gave Kim a hit and then she got into her feelings and shit. Why do I care about her feelings? She's not my bitch. Right after that, they left. They went to Jersey and then they got shot at.
Yes.
And the shooter was Damion Hardy, a.k.a. World, who we talked about previously.
Yeah.
You also said Benzino was there?
That's what I was told.
Okay.
Yeah, so World, the rumor was that they actually got married at one point, him and Kim.
Okay,
at least
because that was her boyfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I heard at one point, he actually pushed her out of they were having a fight and he actually pushed her out of a limo that was rolling. It was like, going like 2 or 3 miles an hour. So I think
her nose got broken at one point. That's why they, I guess she kind of said the plastic surgery was because her boyfriend broke her nose and she had to get her nose done. So that, I don't know if that's the same instance, but
yeah,
talk about someone's pushing someone out of a limo, that kind of on brand for something like that.
Yeah. So World was managing her, extorting from her, whatever he was doing. And he wanted the video done. As I heard the same thing. And I ended up getting his phone number, World's phone number. And you could see it starts in Bed-Stuy area when 50 and them are doing their interview. And then they're rolling and they get to Hot 97. And then they followed them, you follow the phone from Hot 97 out to a hotel in Jersey City where the shootout takes place. And they wouldn't cooperate on that one, 50 and his crew. And then they shot up Violator too, not too long after that. They drove. Violator Records was on 25th Street. Jimmy Henchman had his place there too.
Across the street.
Yeah. And then you had one of those shoot 'em up clubs down the block. I think it used to be Jay-Z's old club, one of those clubs.
4040?
Was that it? It was on 25th and whatever. Possibly. So between the three locations, it was like a nightmare. They were always having problems over there.
Okay, so World shot at 50 Cent and G-Unit. Yeah. Nobody got hit, though?
No.
Okay. 50 Cent didn't cooperate?
No.
How do you know it was World?
Well, I had sources. I got a call about it that night. I got his phone number the next day, World's phone number, and the rest was history.
So you triangulated his position to where he was. Yeah.
I ended up having sources inside of Interscope Records too. I'm sorry, and Jimmy Iovine's circle and all that. So they would tell people who would tell people who would tell people, and I would get a lot of stuff through the rumor mill through them too. But never would anybody in the entourage, or guys like James Cruz, Chris Lighty, they would never cooperate. And I always thought that was ridiculous because Chris Lighty had a lot to lose. They made threats to his family. They threatened to kidnap his wife, and he still wouldn't cooperate. I went out and met with him at his house out in Jersey. He had a beautiful house out in the Oranges somewhere, and he wouldn't cooperate.